Like nipples made out of butter, or like butter on nipples. And whose nipples? A cat's nipples?
I don't know, you tell me, the one talking about people's nipples.
I'm not talking about people's nipples necessarily. I'm talking about like the song Shots by Lil Jon, and the drink Buttery Nipples. And you said you're picturing, you have mental images.
It's disturbing.
So I'm wondering, are you imagining butter on nipples, or are you imagining nipples made from butter?
Nipples
and then if we're talking about
butter.
buttery nipples, are they human nipples? Are they male nipples? Are they female nipples? Or maybe they're not even human nipples at all. Maybe it's like
nipples.
Well, maybe it's like cat nipples, and there's like 8 of them, or like dog nipples.
I think you're gonna lose followers with
And there's a whole string of nipples made out of butter, or nipples covered in butter. So what is it you're envisioning here, Nat?
Nipples made out of butter.
Gross. But could you put them on your pancakes? Would you guys?
You would put them on your pancakes.
I probably would, and the pancakes would be so delicious. Anyway, hey guys, what's up? I'm Brad. This is Despite Fitness, and I appreciate you sticking through that rant. Nat and I are just chatting. She's having a bad day today, and I want you guys to know that I know that she's having a bad day today, and I'm attempting with my shenanigans to get her to smile. It's working. She's smiling behind. She's trying not to smile behind the camera,
but it's not gonna help my day.
She's smiling behind the camera. No, she's doing that.
All right.
Anyway, so here we are. It is February 3rd. It's a Thursday. We took Wednesday off, just a bit of a reprieve, and then we're getting back into it. So today is going to be our deadlift day. We're going to be hitting some Romanian deadlifts, or RDLs for short. We're working on some warm-up with the winning warm-up. We're going to do a landmine row, leg curl, abduction, and wrist roll. All those things are involved in what we're about to be using with the RDL. So I'm just trying to kind of get things warmed up, get us moving, get those muscles potentiated, and be ready to do the RDLs. We're gonna be doing 5s. We have Tommy. Tommy has made the three streak. Man, I can't talk. All that talk about nipples has got me fucked up. So he's got a 3 appearance win streak. I can talk, and yeah, man. So he's rocking in. We're gonna get after it. The weather is total shit. This is like Snowmageddon. No, it's Ice-mageddon, right? So lots of rain is gonna freeze and be all like not cool. So we're hanging out here in the garage. We got the little heater on. We got the door to the house open to make it more warmer in here, so we don't freeze our buttery nipples off. Oh, Nat totally smiled on that one. Yeah! I totally got this shit, dog. All right, cool. So she's smiling. We're warming up. It's a good thing. We're going to get after it. Tommy's here. Excited to have him. We're going to have a good day, Nat. We're going to have a good day. And we're going to do some lifting. It's going to be fun. I hope that you guys will stick with us and check this workout out and just see how Nat does. I'm going to do lots of filming of Nat today, just because, you know, I think she needs like the love. So show Nat some love. Watch this video, and we'll see you guys on the backside. Here we go. that's it, guys. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually had a lot of fun today. Today was a day that, like, things maybe weren't, life in general isn't necessarily what I want it to be, right? A lot of stuff going on. And then the weather today. So today, February 3rd, right? The weather sucks. I think not just where I am, but kind of generally across the United States right now. A lot of winter weather type stuff, freezing rain, snow. It's nasty out, y'all. And so today, just generally from a weather perspective and whatever else was kind of shit. Work was canceled early. Everyone was kind of released to make sure they could get home and avoid those winter conditions. Work is canceled tomorrow. So, like, you know, so like, I guess just like from an environmental standpoint, right? It's not the best of conditions. And then, you know, I think just emotionally and whatever else, like a little rough day, like, you know, you caught on, you know, Nat was kind of in a mood early on. Point in fact, she actually, she left out to head home because she's not feeling very good. And so Nat, I'm sorry, I love you. I hope that you're feeling better by the time that this video comes out. And I'm sure that you are, but I always hate to see you going through hard times. But hard times, they come, but they also go, right? So we have to be able to take the good with the bad. And for those of you that are watching, you know, I also want to use Nat as an example. Irrespective of the fact that she was already kind of having a bad day and things weren't good for her, for whatever reason, she still came, she still showed up, she still put in some effort, and she still got the work in. And that's the thing that I want to encourage you guys there at home, is that, you know, don't let your mood override your goals. You're not always going to be in the best of mood, and the weather conditions are not always going to be optimal, but, you know, continuing to stay true to the goal and whatever it is that you want to achieve, the only way that you're really going to get there is if you continue to drive through, even when it's inconvenient. And sometimes even when it's downright unpleasant, continuing to push forward and pursuing that goal. So today was a great day, I think, in terms of like, I feel like today turned me around a little bit emotionally. And I know, again, even though that Nat was struggling, you know, having Tommy here, who's actually holding the camera right now.
Hello.
Having Tommy here help me out, because, you know, having the fresh blood, the fresh perspective, the freshness, it really helps kind of fire me up, inspire me. And I tend to derive a lot of energy from the people around me. And that's kind of like the nature of an extrovert. Like I get my energy externally, vice being recharged internally, so to speak. So having some new fresh attitude around is just a godsend for me. We got in, we did the thing, we did the warm-ups. So we did our landmine rows, we did our leg curls, abduction, and wrist roll. Tommy, what did you think of today's winning warm-up? Because I did notice a difference, right? So go ahead and spin it around, talk to the people, if you will, and talk us through what you thought.
Honestly, I thought it was a really good pump. I was sweating. Brad was like, "Oh, killing you today." I was like, "Yeah, you're killing me today." It was a good pump. I hate leg curls. I think that's what really got me. But the abduction, I think, was another killer too, because I felt it through my legs. So I mean, it was a really good pump.
Warm up the hips and get ready to do the thing.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of the winning warm up and how we approached it, how do you feel like it got you in terms of preparation to do the RDLs? Because have you ever done RDLs before?
Honestly, the way you showed me, no. Honestly, I was doing it wrong the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you and I can talk more about it offline, but you may not have been doing RDLs. You might have been doing stiff leg deadlifts or something like that. So there are differences in exercise. And I guess maybe just to explain it to you folks watching, RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, that actually starts with the weight in the up position and then moving through range of motion. Stiff leg deadlift, the main difference between those two things is the stiff leg deadlift starts with the bar on the floor and then you move through the range of motion. So RDLs, up position, stiff leg deadlift, down position. So you may have actually been doing an entirely different exercise. So, you know, more to follow on that between you and I. But doing those RDLs is good because it works that top end finishing piece of the deadlift, works the glutes, works the spinal erectors. and kind of gets that posterior chain really like fired up.
Yeah.
How did you feel about this particular exercise selection in terms of potentiation, getting us ready to do the thing that we did?
I think it really warmed me up. Like, I was really ready to attack the RDLs. Like, I felt warmed up and ready.
Okay.
I think it was a really good workout.
Cool. So, you know, I just asked that as food for thought for those of you that are watching, because you may not abide by the winning warm-up. And I'm not saying that you have to. Like, you can, this is more like those choose your own adventure books. And like, you can skip to page 68 and follow the ant down the hole or whatever, you know, book you read. But the point is you can do whatever it is that you want to do. I just mean to kind of highlight how I do what I do and then present that to you as food for thought, as an option for how you may want to structure your future workouts or your training program. And then the opportunity to be able to have some feedback from somebody who hasn't been doing it the way that I've been doing it for as long as I've been doing it. That's a fresh perspective and maybe less bias for you guys to kind of hear that. And it may help, it may not, but I just want to present that to you as an external opinion for what it is that I do, so that you guys can kind of have that to weigh out your own thought processes, right? I hope that makes sense. So I got up to 602. So that's a bit weird. I was being a bit whatever by throwing my vest on, because I thought it would make for a good thumbnail. I hope that it does. But with the vest on and the belt on, that added another, what did we say, 30?
I think it was 633?
We said 633 total. So it was another 31 pounds with that vest on. So the total weight was actually 633. And then you got up to, you had the three plates
and a 25.
And 25. So you got up to 365, which is pretty good for the fiver, which is good, really, really cool. And good to see you fighting through that too. Like, you're really digging deep and fighting.
Yeah, it was.
And it's good.
It was not light.
That's one of the things that's really important about getting in and grinding a little bit, is learning the grind. Because very frequently with most people who start training, once it starts to get hard, they quit. And like, you didn't quit today, so that was super cool to see. So hopefully that you guys see that too, with him digging deep and kind of getting into that well and just continuing to push. And then Nat, she tried the 275, didn't work out so good. And then she tried the 245 and got some reps at the 245. But interestingly enough, when she failed in that 275, she actually got 275 backing up off the ground and in the rack again, which interestingly enough is more than she could deadlift when she first started. So I know that in her mind right now, today kind of looks and feels a bit like a failure, but really, she's actually significantly stronger than she was. And as long as we can say that in terms of our training, especially if our idea of goal is to get stronger, well, that's the goal. So I encourage you guys to have a goal and to know what that goal is, because that will inform your training. I encourage you guys to get in irrespective of the external factors that may be weighing in on you, whether that be weather or some kind of an emotional thing. And I encourage you guys to fucking just get in and continue to train and do the best you can with where you are right now, because where you are now is not where you will be in the future, especially if you can learn to fight through those sticking points and not treat sticking points like stopping points. I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop in the chat box. I will respond. I appreciate you guys' continued support for everything that goes on. And thank you so much for being here and being a member of Despite Fitness and subscribing to the channel. If you happen to know anyone else who may enjoy or benefit from these videos, please share it with them. More eyeballs help. So if you got a friend at work or a family member or whatever, if you wouldn't mind just sharing the video, sharing the channel, it would mean the world to me. And thank you so much. And remember, guys, no matter what it is you think you can't do, like continuing to fight even when you don't really feel like it. You got to get in, train despite. You're either going to find an excuse, you're going to find a way. And I hope that you guys continue to find the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Boom.